Hi, welcome to this week's webinar. This is Sarah Flack, the Education Coordinator at the Child Advocacy Center of the Finger Lakes. And this week, we're going to be talking about child safety tips for a safe Halloween. Tip one is to check first. Be sure to plan out your trick-or-treat route in advance. Try to stay in familiar neighborhoods with well-lit streets, and try adding reflective tape to costumes or candy bags for extra visibility. Tip two, take a friend. While trick or treating with your younger children, be sure to walk with them all the way to the door and do not let children enter a home unless you are with them. This is to be said as well for those haunted houses or haunted mansions. It's a great idea to keep your eye on your children. A lot of times, neighborhoods can get pretty busy or crowded if they're well known for the decorations or the types of candy that they give out, as well as if it's a well lit street or heavily populated area. If you have older children who will be going out trick or treating without an adult, encourage them to stay in groups and to stay get together while out. Be sure to plan ahead with them what neighborhoods they will be in, and so that you and your children are both familiar with that neighborhood and that they have a charged cell phone in case of an emergency. Tell people no. Help kids beat the tricks while trick or treating by instructing them to tell people no if someone tries to separate them from the group or take them somewhere without your permission. Have kids practice firmly saying no and identifying adults who could help in emergency situations. Be sure if you are dressing up for Halloween as well that your child can easily recognize you in a crowd. Tip four, tell a trusted adult. Has "Can I bring a friend" turned into you on your own with 20 different kids? Consider enlisting another trusted adult to help keep an eye on the group. Not only will this be a little less stress placed on you as an individual, but it'll also be a second set of eyes when there are multiple children trick or treating with your group. Of course, during this time of COVID-19 pandemic, there are some additional Halloween safety protocols that you may want to consider and take into consideration when planning your events for Halloween. Be sure that if you're deciding to go trick or treating, that everyone has an appropriate mask, maintain social distancing guidelines, and it's a good idea to keep hand sanitizer in your pocket or on you in case you can spray it every few times. In terms of candy and treats, if you're going trick or treating, it's a good idea not to go through the candy right away. Let it sit for a little while. Avoid any of those mass grab bowls, and if at all possible, it's best if an adult hands the child the candy so that children aren't coming up and grabbing candy out of a bowl where multiple hands are reaching into that same container. This year, it might also be a good idea to consider having a night at home instead of the traditional trick or treating around the neighborhood. If you're finding that people in your area are not following the COVID-19 guidelines, it may be even better to just stay home with your immediate family or perhaps some close family or friends. Consider hosting a game or movie night at your home with special treats and possibly even costumes. You can do things like decorate pumpkins, decorate cookies, bob for apples in individual water bowls or cups, and many, many other things. No matter what you decide, try to be as safe as possible for you and your children this year. If you need more information or have any other questions, I can be reached at Sara at cacfingerlakes.org. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a safe, happy, and healthy Halloween.